It's a time for... which one shall I open? Oh, it's like my birthday with a package from China. So let's go. The PlayStation 2 is absolutely an amazing retro game system. And a lot of you have maybe grown up with it, or you're just looking into it, you want to see what's on it. But nowadays we do have a problem like connecting these freaking things. Because we have old cables and new televisions, and that's going to be an issue. So recent I picked up this Bitfunx HDMI adapter for your PlayStation 2. I already reviewed a couple of these devices and I was fun to check out what are we going to get more. You can see like do have compatibility for the NTSC models and the PAL. Then we're going to get even up to 720p or 1080i. So I'm curious what kind of signal will we utilize and how it will look on the screen. And of course compatible with all the modern TVs with an HDMI input. And I think the thing is, the reason why I'm just saying it, because most of these resolutions can be supported by your television. And yeah, that is a very good thing because there was a problem in the past. For example, this really cheap PS2 to HDMI. I really love this dongle. It's easy to use, plug and play, and yeah, it works almost of every single PlayStation 2 because there were a couple of them didn't really support this. But what is the problem with this? This really weird output that signs out. That will have some issues with some television, or I also read it like some people didn't get any signal despite the system worked and the dongle itself wasn't broken. And not to forget the old cables. The reason is like I love this dongle that it basically utilized the component cable output, and this is such a cool way to play because this basically gives the best signal output if you're going to get yourself a decent cable for your PlayStation 2. Yeah, if you're going to use this old school like composite one, oh boy, this one is not that great. And yeah, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of those. Or you need to use it on a CRT, then it's a different story. But this is not like a dongle, it's like an extension cable or adapter. So there are a couple of brands out there. One of them is Bitfunx. They sell a lot of stuff for retro. I would say like check their store, like they sell a lot of cool stuff. Here you can see like they give you like this very nice, not like the toilet paper manuals that we're going to get with other products. No, like they're going to give you this quality manual that gives you like a good explanation of what you need to do and basically what you need to set up. Here you can see already it shows here that you need to set on different signal to get the best results, and that is something that we're going to do. Different languages, they did an amazing job with this. Okay, so the cable itself. So then we're going to get the cable here. We're going to get even an HDMI cable, and we're going to get the micro USB cable. And the reason we're going to need this is very simple, because this thing does need an extra juice, and you can use it on 5-volt phone charger if you don't have the option, but basically you can use the USB at the front of your PlayStation Slim or Fat, and yeah, that's the only thing basically that we're going to need. Here we need to plug it in over here at the back. We do have the option to switch between resolutions here at the bottom. Pretty damn awesome, but let's see how good this freaking thing is. So it comes this metal nice shell, but I'm curious like how good will it work when it comes with the signal output, and very important, is this thing even worth picking up when it comes to the quality of the signal output? So I want to do a quick side-by-side comparison. I will implement this PlayStation 2 to HDMI dongle. We'll put it side by side so you can see what are the differences, and you will see like it will be like day and night sometimes. But that's of course basically the thing I wanted to do also in this video. Okay, the first test, how will it fit in the system itself? So I already tried a couple of times. You can see like it does have a lot of resistance. So when it comes to connecting this in my PlayStation Fat, I personally don't really like it. You can see it even sticking out a little bit. So let's get myself the slim how that fit over there. Alright, so let's plug it out. So you can like go, putting it in is going to be a freaking hassle, but getting it out is fairly easy. So for this, with my slim version, it fits way better than with my fat model. Okay, so it has been plugged in, and with my version I just need to use the USB, otherwise I'm not going to get any signal. And the first impression is that it is quite positive, and I must say the reason because the signal output doesn't look that bad. But let's configure it to get the best result. So what I really like about this dongle, that you can use this thing in RGB mode but also in a composite mode. So let's go to the system configuration. Alright, let's go to the component video output. And here you can see it's set to RGB. If you're going to set it to the other version, we're going to get ourselves a green screen. So now I'm going to switch the tiny button at the dongle itself and goes back into the mode that we want to. Take consideration, if you have this mode already on and you plug in this cable, it's highly possible. Here you can see like putting it back to RGB, we're not going to get any signal. Going to put the button back, and then we basically going to get ourselves this display back. So that's basically how it works. Here we can switch between the systems, but of course with this option we do have the best signal output. So let's put the button back in the normal position. and let's try some games. Let's capture it and I'll give my final conclusion what I think of the quality of the cable. And if you wonder if this device also works with the PlayStation 2 Slim, yep, it works, as you can see over here. But okay, when it comes to the quality, I must say I'm quite impressed with this cable. Even on RGB mode, it looks very nice. So we just want to do a capture, so that's what we're going to do. So let's get ourselves the Elgato, and I will show you a capture from the device itself and a quick comparison. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, put it on the best signal output. So that is what we're going to do in this test. And I can say that the game itself looks very crisp and clear. Later on we're also going to do a side-by-side comparison with the PlayStation 2 to HDMI dongle with the same kind of settings. But first let's check out some different games. Next up, let's try it 480p with Outrun and push this thing to the limit.
Race for the top position.
So one of my favorite games to play is Dead Alive 2 and absolutely looks amazing when you're having the right cable on the PlayStation 2 with the best settings. It is not like 480p like with Outrun, but still it looks amazing.
Start. Did you wait long?
Get ready, fight! KO!
But when you're going to put both cables side by side, then we're going to see the difference. So the Bitfunx HDMI at the left, and then we're going to get the PS2 to HDMI, that's the really cheap dongle at the right. But personally, and this is more like a personal preference, I really like the PS2 to HDMI dongle. When you're looking at the colors, everything, the Bitfunx looks a little bit greenish, and that's something I really don't like. So let's put them side by side of, let's say, a different game. And when it comes to the quality of the image, it looks amazing with Outrun. Both will set to 480p, and that's absolutely amazing. But still, when you're looking at the right one, the colors are more vibrant, and that's what I really like. So let's do it side by side with a big picture, so you can see what's happening over here. And here again, you can see that we're going to get quite a big difference between the two gameplays. And that is what we're going to get with the two different Bitfunx and the PS2 HDMI dongles. Yeah, and which one is the best one? That is all up to you. When you're looking at the Bitfunx and the cheap HDMI dongle that we have for quite some long time now, yeah, both have pros and cons. The signal or the quality signal, I think the Bitfunx is not better than the PS2 to HDMI. The build quality of the Bitfunx is absolutely better. The Bitfunx also have the option to play just with regular RGB signal. So you don't have the issue that you have no signal, or if you have the signal problem, you can just switch this little switch on the device and you can set everything like you want to. And that is something of a convenient thing when it comes to Bitfunx. So there you have it. You need to choose between the PS2 to HDMI that have, in my opinion, better colors and looks a little bit better, or you have like the convenience of the Bitfunx. Well, thank you for watching, consider subscribing and let me know in the comments what do you think of both devices, which one is your favorite. It would be great to hear from you. Subscribe, hit the little bell, and it would be great to see you in the next video.